Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to robmotivejt. Still trying to get used to saying that. Anyway, we're here with the 2025 Jeep Gladiator. This is a Sport Nighthawk edition, I guess, or trim level. It's time to lift the hood. Check to make sure that the dealer did everything that they're supposed to do as far as topping off the fluids, making sure there's actually oil in the engine. Well, hopefully not in the engine, but in the truck, and all that good stuff. Plus, I haven't done this yet, so it'd be a great idea to kind of look around under there and see. First of all, let me bang you guys around a little here. Sorry for the motion. Needed to grab a rag so we could check the oil. And I've got to say, it crossed my mind to open the door, get inside, and pop the hood release. But you know we don't have to do that, right? Because this is a Jeep. There is no hood release on the inside. What we have to do is release the Kraken. Well, not the Kraken, but the handles on each side. And hopefully with the lift here, I have enough space that I can open the hood. I should, and not hit anything. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, with one hand. Now, see if I can actually open the hood with one hand. I think so. Oh. Okay, and we still have the dreaded rod up there on top. Let me see if I can get this thing down with one hand. Ooh, I hate that sound. Always get that. Releasing that, and I wonder, anybody ever have any trouble with these things breaking? I can't imagine that they last for the long run. Now, I do need to grab a flashlight. It'll make it easier to see the fluid levels inside. So let's just start over here with the windshield washer fluid. And already, I can't even see it in there. Check it from the top. There you go. You can see it. It's certainly not full. I do like to keep it full, and I should, I think, have some. I did have some. Am I out? Oh my goodness. I think I'm out. It appears I am out. Well, I'm going to need to get some because I'll want to top that off. You know what? I wonder if I put it inside my cabinets here. Tight fit with the Gladiator in here. Nothing over there. Ah, I knew I'd have some somewhere. Never am I out of windshield washer fluid. Okay. Again, trying to do this one-handed. Hopefully I don't spill it all over the place. Let's go ahead and get the top off of here. Still have the bumper sitting down here drying. I painted the hooks, so want to make sure those get all the way dry. Now, am I going to be able to finagle this thing somewhere? Okay, hopefully. All right, let's see if we can't do this without spilling it all over the place. Wow, yeah, I would have filled it fuller. Maybe Jeep is cutting back. Look at that. I can't believe it's taking, wow, it really was low. Of course I spilled a little there. It's going to take the whole rest of this bottle. Wow. I'll be darned. So it really was, in my opinion, kind of low. I don't know. It's still not completely full. And if you look on the side, where are the levels? They don't really show you a full mark, at least nothing I can see. Make sure I get that back on. I wonder if there's a full mark on the other side. Not really. I don't see anything that says full. I mean, you can see through it, so obviously you know when you're going to get some in there. But anyway, that takes care of that. Let's check the brake fluid over here. And where is the full? Okay, there is a min and a max. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is full all the way up. Actually, just a hair past the max right here. It's hard to see. Maybe that's the best angle. But you can see that looks good. Let's check up here. This looks like coolant, I think. and there's a min max. Oh, maybe that helps. There's a min max here, and it's actually in between the min and the max, so I think that's okay. Could be a little bit more in there for my liking, but wouldn't want to overfill it. Over here we've got let's see, power steering fluid, and right here in the front, I think that's a good shot. You can see the min max, and it is at the max level, so that is good. Only thing so far they were actually short on was the windshield washer fluid over there. Now we certainly, I guess, want to check the engine oil, so let's see if I can get you guys set up here. Let's pull this and take a look. Okay, see if I can get this out. It's about 3.5 miles long. It's been sitting in the garage, so it should be pretty accurate. I don't know if you guys can see the shiny bits there. That's the oil level, and it is all the way full. Again, I don't believe I need to wipe it off and recheck because the Jeep's been sitting in here for a while, so it should be accurate. Looks good to me, nice and clean and all the way full. What the heck, let's do it again just to make sure. I've wiped it off. You can see it's not shiny anymore. Let's go ahead, stick it back in the hole. All right, that should be plenty. And let's see what we get. Now you can see it's all shiny again, and looking at it with the naked eye off the camera, it looks pretty full to me, so that looks pretty darn good. No issues with any engine oil. Now, while I'm thinking of it here, I'll wipe off the spillage that I created. Wasn't too bad, just a little bit here. Anything you can do, in my opinion, to keep the engine bay nice and clean is always a good way to go. That takes care of that. Otherwise, there's really not much else to look at under here. I was curious to see if by chance they changed the location of the auxiliary battery. They did not. We still have the main battery here, and then we have the fuse box here, and the auxiliary is right down there, somewhere in between the battery and the fuse box. If it's like it was before, you would access it right up underneath the wheel well here. You have to remove the liner or pull it back, and then there's a tray that you undo, and it lowers the battery, which sits underneath that fuse box. It's unfortunate. It really would be nice if they I guess somehow move that fuse box or something. Let's take a look at the fuses while we're here. There you go. You can see all your fuses. They do give us a puller. There's the map for what fuse is what, I guess. The puller, which I'm talking about, is right here. Everything else looks good under there. There's nothing really to do. I know a lot of people will go through a new vehicle and push down on all the fuses. It's probably not a bad idea, just to make sure that everything is seated properly, but I think we're good. Anyway, that's just a quick look inside the engine bay over here to make sure that everything is the way it should be. It looks good to me. The only thing that was really low again was the windshield wiper fluid. Who'd have guessed? Leave a comment, let me know. Do you guys check this kind of stuff, or do you just assume it's right until you go in for your next service? You don't do anything. I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.